Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of our van build series. And today we're going to start the plumbing.
We're going to install a lot of things in this video. Yes, and we're going to start with this IMS hot water heater. It runs on LPG, so it's perfect for us.
And we have to make another big hole in the side of the van.
Yes, it's really cold. It was snowing the whole day, so
yeah.
So we went back inside for our jackets, and we're gonna start to make a big hole for this boy. So for this we got two tanks, a big one and a small one. The small one is 45 liters, it's the waste tank, the grey water tank, and the big one is 150 liters in for our fresh water. To know how much water there is inside, we're gonna install this tank level meters. It comes with this Voltronic. This one is for the waste, and over here we got one for fresh water. To get the water in the tank, we're gonna use this one. It comes with a key. It's a big hole, like this. And this will be installed on the tank, and that on the outside. So to do all the plumbing, we're going to use this John Guest pipe. It's a red one for hot water and a blue one for cold water, of course. They are all working with the John Guest fittings. They are really easy. It comes in different kinds of fittings. The thing is, you take your cutter, you take it off, then you pop one of these in. Like that. I'm not gonna do it now. And then you just insert it, and it's locked. And with these clips, you lock it, and it's not gonna loose. So it's really perfect. If you wanna take it off again, you push it in, and voila! Really easy to use.
To get the water out of the water tank, we have this shurflo water pump, and this little thing is a filter to protect the pump from the filthy things in the water, and to have constant pressure we have this accumulator. Yes. It's a difficult word for me.
This is our LPG filler. We're gonna mount this underneath the van, so no gas will come inside our van. That's the last thing we want. If you go to the gas station and you fill it and you release a nozzle, there's always gas coming out, and if you install this inside your van, the gas will come inside, so mount it underneath. So, the LPG will feed our IMS hot water heater. It's quite expensive, but it does the job. That's what we're gonna install first. You have the gas inlet, the hot water outlet, and the cold water inlet. So really easy to use. that should be it.
Has to be perfect.
Yeah, one chance.
Okay.
It's time to get this hole a bit bigger.
A lot bigger.
Just gonna use a jigsaw because it gives less metal chips. So.
Oh, this is a big one.
We're gonna do a dry fit and then we're gonna paint bare metal.
That's it.
This is what we're gonna use for the water inlet. We need to drill a hole about 40 millimeters. This part will go over and fits in this pipe. We're gonna make a hole over here, and we're gonna drill a hole over here for the water meter. So we'll do that first. This water meter needs to be at least 10 millimeter from the bottom of the tank. This one have a plastic cap, so take it off and put it back. that's basically it. It's really simple. They are ready to be mounted, so that's for later. So the last thing you need to do is set the height of the tank. So in our case this big one is 45 centimeters, so we're gonna turn this to between the 41 and the 50, so that's somewhere over here.
Here we have our little mistake of 100 euros. A couple of months ago we've been shopping and we saw this water tank. We thought, hey, this thing is perfect. But there was like one little thing we forgot about. We need to put the battery over there. The battery was a little bit too big. Oh, the water tank was a little bit too big, you know. You had to buy a new one, and this is our new one. It's already installed, mostly. And here is a little one, but it's still 112 liters, so we think it will be enough.
Yeah, it would be enough. Okay, so our new tank we prepared just like the other one. Only on this one we attached the breather hose, and on this side the connection that goes to our water pump to get the water out of the tank. We normally use for everything the John Guest pipes and fittings. Only for the filler, which we installed on the outside, we use a larger diameter. It's 32 millimeters to fill our tank. So now we're gonna install our water pump and accumulator on this side. And then we go from here with one line into the living area.
Oh, your hat. You're too big.
I'm too big for this. Okay. Now we're gonna connect these three things together. The filter just screws onto this pump. And for the pump and accumulator, you can buy a connection from Shurflo, but we're gonna use these John Guest fittings. They also screw onto this, and then we use a piece of pipe to join them together. And then we're gonna install it inside the van and connect it to our water tank.
Before the coffee is getting cold.
Yeah, true. Pretty good so far.
So let's install that.
It's very windy outside, but in a way I'm gonna run you through what I have done, because this is a very tiny space and very difficult to film. I attached the accumulator, the water pump and the filter to the partition wall of the living space, and then I made the connection with the water tank and the filter. I attached this with a clamp, and we also installed a shut-off valve, just in case. Now we're gonna start with one water line that goes directly into the van, into the living space, and will be all the connections will be I will make inside the van, where the water heater is. So that's the next step. Okay, that's our water pipe that's coming from the garage. This go now directly under the kitchen sink. I'm gonna make now all the connections over here, and then I'm gonna run you through everything that I have done, because it's a very tiny space. I'm gonna put up some GoPros and try to film as much as I can to get you a good overview. Okay, I'm gonna try to explain you what I've done. I come with one water line from the garage. I go all the way through the bench. That comes out under the kitchen sink. There we go down. Underneath the hot water heater. Here we use a T-joint that goes up to the cold water inlet. We go underneath to another T-joint. One is going up to the kitchen sink tap. The other goes to this splitter, and that's for the shower and the toilet. Now for the hot water, we're coming directly from the hot water heater. Goes into a one-way valve, goes down underneath to this T-joint. One is going to the shower, and this one goes up to the kitchen tap. We also installed the copper pipe for the gas inlet. This also goes all the way through the bench to the back of the van in the garage, and I'll show you in the garage what I've done. So coming from the bench, we go here. I damaged this a bit, but I'm gonna fix that later, no problem. We go with the water line through the accumulator, the water pump and the filter, and then we come from here directly into the water tank. The same with the gas pipe. It follows the water line, goes all the way over here, bends, and from here we're gonna mount it into the gas cupboard.
That will be the spot where we have to drill the hole.
Yep.
Okay.
That's always stressful.
It fits good.
Almost.
Almost.
But now the other side needs a bigger hole where this fits through. So that should be this one. Alright.
There is a hole. Oh yeah.
This one. And now for our dropout fins. Maybe somewhere over here. Okay, 2 more holes.
I will check it out. Yeah.
What? Okay, fine. Just it's perfectly in line with the hole on the side. Okay, good. We've got plenty of room.
We don't want to damage the hose of the gas. We're using this plastic tube.
Yeah, I hope it will work. Can you hold it on the side? Not bad. Okay, we're gonna let this dry now for one night and come back tomorrow.
Now we can work a little bit further on the kitchen.
Yeah. finally installed our LPG bottle. We installed a filler outside underneath the van that comes in from the bottom, goes to the tank, and from the tank we go to the regulator. On this regulator we have from Truma the automatic shut-off valve, which is connected with a cable, and we're gonna connect these two together. This one goes all the way to one of our upper cabinets, and there we're gonna install a switch to turn this off. That's all. It's just a safety feature that we wanted to have. And then over here we go with a gas pipe to a splitter. This, it's very dark, but I see now it's upside down. I tried to film everything, but it was very difficult, so I hope this helps a bit. And now the next job in this plumbing video, and the last job, is installing our wastewater tank underneath the van. So most of the day we're gonna be under the van. Okay, so this is our wastewater tank. I think it's
43 liters? 45?
something like that. But anyway, we have one with the manhole on the left side and not underneath. We want that. I made a really easy, simple tray from aluminum.
Hard work.
And this will fit straight in, just to protect the bottom while we are driving. That's all. I just used reef nuts to pop it in.
Yeah, just two L brackets, and an aluminium plate.
Yep, that's basically it. Now we're gonna crawl under the van and see where we can mount this.
Let's go under it, honey.
That's not on this side. Okay.
That's pretty tiny for you.
Yeah. Up. But anyway, I think it's...
This is the right spot to place a wastewater tank.
Yep. We can now actually very easy connect the wastewater from the sink in the kitchen and the one from the shower to this tank. So I'm not sure how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna figure that out
later
while we are working. So the only problem we have is this metal stud. If I place a tank straight over here, the only support I have is this, so the tank will wobble.
Stable.
So if I place a tank like this, it's not stable. So what I'm gonna do, we have some insulation left from the inside, and I'm gonna put it on this side and that side, and make it the exact same height as this one.
Then will it have more than enough support?
I think so, yes. I think we're gonna use the Armaflex. Both are resistant for water, so no problem. Okay, we're just gonna connect this with some self-tapping bolts and an impact driver to the van. So this is the drain from the shower. We're gonna create a loop to get a seal, but over here, so no smell from this tank goes into our sink. So that's why we use a flexible hose. We're gonna connect that over here, and then we have this pipe that's coming from the kitchen sink, and that we're gonna connect right over here. The only thing you have to do is glue this one onto the tank, and we can open and close this to drain the tank. So that's what we're gonna do now, and hopefully this doesn't take too much time. These are the two inlets for the waste tank. We are using actually connections that they use in swimming pools because it's way much stronger. We're gonna clean up this mess, put some rust protector on it, and then some rubber coating, and then we're gonna come back when it's dry. We have to be a little bit creative with our plumbing over here because we have a drawer over here and we want to use all the space, but this is a little bit in our way, so we want to get this over here, and this something like that, so it stays all under the sink. That's the goal. Okay, now we are ready with all the connections of the waste tank. We had a small problem over here. We forgot a rubber seal onto the sink. We fixed that and no leaks anymore. We have a trap over here for the waste of the sink, so no smells comes in. That goes straight to the bottom. Okay, that's coming from the sink, goes straight into a reducer that goes from 40 mil to 32 mil, I think, because the holes over here were not big enough for the one we had. But anyway, we go one way straight to the waste tank. So that's a drain from the shower. We created a trap over here with this loop that goes straight into the waste tank. To open the waste tank, to get all the water out, we used this valve. Really opens like this and close. That's all. This junction box, we run the cable from the water tank meter inside, so we make that connection later. yesterday we filled the LPG bottle and it was pretty late when we found one. But now we're gonna test the system. First of all, we're gonna open this one. That's the one from the oven cooker. So now our gas box. We're gonna open it. I got my tools if there is anything wrong. Let's open.
First I have to switch the tuma.
Yeah.
That one is closed.
Normally you will hear a click when Isabel put it on. So.
I gotta try it.
Yep. Okay. So now. Can you hear it?
Yep.
Oh, go.
Okay, that one is working.
Pretty good. One of the last parts in this plumbing video is connecting our faucet, which is these pipes, to our John Guest pipes. So I found this. This goes onto the John Guest pipes, and this fits onto. It's not easy with one hand. Onto this. I think you get it. It was hard to find something that goes from this into this, so I put a link in the description of where I found it. Maybe it's helpful for some people. So now we're gonna cut the pipe to length and connect these two together. Tomorrow we're gonna fill our water tank and check the whole system on leaks, and then we are pretty much done.
Yeah, one of the last jobs.
Yeah, this video is also filmed in different kind of stages, so that's why you see so many different events. So
yeah, we started almost a year ago.
yeah.
The first works on the plumbing, and now
But I tried to film
finished.
everything what includes the plumbing, so I hope it's useful. That's perfect. So tomorrow we will have running water. Okay, we're gonna put on the water pump. You can hear it. The gas and the heater. Okay. Okay, we're getting hot water also, 39 degrees. Everything's working perfect, no leaks, so that's good. In our next video we're gonna bring this van to life, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and see you next week, guys.